Egypt, investigator John West found that the Sphinx of Giza wasn't weathered in the same way as its surroundings, eroded by sand and desert winds. Instead of horizontal weathering, the Sphinx shows rounded, undulating marks of erosion.
You don't even have to be a geologist to look at it and see what must have been responsible for that kind of weathering. Only water pouring in sheets over the enclosure wall could have produced those rounded contours.
Water? In the Sahara Desert? Certainly not in the times of the pharaohs. For that, you'd have to go back all the way to the end of the Ice Age, some 10,500 years BC, thousands of years before there were any pharaohs at all. But how is it then that the Sphinx has a pharaoh's head?
The head is disproportionately small. Seen especially from the air, you see that the body of the Sphinx is long and flattened out, and the head almost looks like a pinhead stuck on the top of it. This, to us, is an indication that the head has been recarved. In other words, at some point in its long history, the head was redone.
John West believes the Sphinx was originally a huge lion, which an unknown group of sculptors carved out of rock before 10,500 BC. It became eroded when the end of the Ice Age upset the climate and caused rains to pour down for many centuries. Only thousands of years later would pharaohs carve its head into their own image. The Sphinx more than twice as old as was thought until now. The theory is ridiculed by Egyptologists, but geologists simply tell them the facts are there.
We've heard earlier of what happens with anomalies that they find in archaeology, but there are certain things that you just cannot explain away.